All right, let's chat property. So the question tonight is, do you buy before you sell, or do you sell before you buy? And if you were to buy before you sell, what can you do? All right, so let's dig into it. First things first, do you buy before you sell? All right, the question there is, can you afford to buy before you sell? So have you gone to the necessary process of seeing what you can afford to buy next before actually going out to find a property? All right, so you've looked online, you've seen, okay, you've done some checks on some calculators, and the calculators have given you an indication saying, oh, you could afford X. I don't think you should go out and now go and spend some time looking to find a property that you could afford to buy based on the calculators that you have entered your information into. I think it's important that you speak to a broker first, because you might be able to either get more, or you may need to actually look at buying for less. So don't waste your time. Speak to a professional, speak to a banker, speak to a mortgage broker. They'll give you a good indication of what you can actually afford to buy. Now, the next question is, do you buy and then sell? And what happens in that situation? So for those who don't know, there's something called a bridging loan you can do. So a bridging loan is basically the gap between when you sell and when you buy. So if you know your property is potentially going to be sold, or has already got a contract on it that's ready to be sold or completed for settlement within the next, say, 30 days or 3 months or whatever it might be, you can go to the bank and the bank will say, okay, great. So in the meantime, while we're busy working out the settlement of this loan, we can look at how much you can borrow over and above that, and we can provide you with what's called a bridging loan. And the bridging loan will essentially mean that in the event of your property actually settling, we'll take the profit from the settlement of your existing property and carry it over to the purchase of the new property. And if there's any profit, we'll obviously make sure that you have the available funds transferred over to you as well. And that gets done obviously by the solicitor also getting involved. So it's important that you have a solicitor throughout the process giving you advice and giving you the right guidance in terms of setting up a bridging finance, and also making sure that you go through the right checks and inspections for yourself to make sure that you can actually afford the bridging finance loan if it does take longer than expected to settle. So make sure you do your checks and you speak to a professional. Again, if you do need a professional to speak to, you're most welcome to go to my website, peterharleyconsulting.com, and reach out to me. I can connect you to the right professionals who can give you the right advice and the direction needed for you to set yourself up for the future. So I'm wishing you all the best. So if you are looking to sell your property, there are options, but make sure you speak to a mortgage broker or a banker before you actually go ahead and purchase another property. Thank you.